y'all. Can y'all hear me? Happy Sunday. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I said, let me jump on here and talk to my people for a few. I was taking me a good old nap and watching some Tubi. And I said, let me see what everybody else is doing on this lovely, lovely Sunday. Back to work tomorrow, which I hate Mondays. But I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. I did absolutely nothing, just chilling, bullshitting around, and that's about all. So, what is going on, guys? What is going on? Happy Sunday. It's 6 o'clock here, so shoot. The day is pretty much over here. But I know some of you guys live in Cali and other places where y'all still like 3 p.m. Anywho, what is going on? I done found a couple of movies on Tubi that I had got into. The other day I saw a movie called I Know Where You Live. It was April, which is Amarian baby mother. It was pretty good. So I watched that the other day. It was another movie called The Landlord. That was pretty good. It was another one called Deceitful Wife 1 and 2. I saw that last week, but those were pretty good. But yeah, I love my little Tubi movies. I could always pretty much find something on Tubi to get into. But the shot is over. I'm so sad. That was my show. I'm so sad about that series is over, but I caught the last episode, so I'm all caught up on that. Raising Canaan. I'm all caught up on that. I think they got about 2 more episodes of that, I think. And then that series will be a wrap too. So I'm just looking for something else to watch, especially like a series. There's something on Peacock. I think it's called The 5 Day Getaway, something like that. I probably won't be able to watch that until next week, but I will see what that's about next weekend. Anywho, hope you guys are well. Hope you enjoyed your weekend. I cooked absolutely nothing. My plan was to cook, but hell, sleep said something else, so I ain't end up cooking nothing. So it's a quick meal in here for dinner, and that is about all because I'm not about to cook nothing at this time. So it is what it is. They gonna find something to eat in here, whatever it's gonna be, gonna be. Hey yo yo, she said good evening, sis. Happy Sunday. It's the title for me. I have an upcoming live as well talking about like, oh for real? I didn't even see it. I did not even see it. But yeah, that's a lot. Everybody going through so many things. We all going through something. We just all walking a life. And I don't know, just trying to survive out here. It is hard. It's not easy, but the more you keep pushing, the more better it will become. That's what I keep telling myself anyway. When shit don't go my way, I'm like, well, it's people out here in more messed up situations. I follow this lady. She's on Facebook, and she has a son. His name is Lee. I believe Lee is like 7 or 8, and he's dying. He has some type of disorder that is terminal, and she comes on there live every day giving updates, and she has a do not resuscitate on him should something happen. She doesn't want him to be resuscitated. He's suffering. He's in a lot of pain. He has a disease. It's a very long name. I wouldn't even begin to be able to pronounce it, but it's some type of disease, and it's become terminal. So I couldn't even imagine. I just say that to say losing one of my kids like that, watching one of my kids just slowly you know, slip away, and it's really nothing you can do but make them comfortable because he's on in-home hospice. And I watch her, and then sometimes I don't because it's very sad. My heart goes out to her because I believe he is 7. I want to say he's 7 or 8, and that's rough. And she lost a child previously. I want to say maybe 2 or 3 years ago. She had lost a child previously, so she been going through a lot. So I just say all that to say, just when you think your life is fucked up, there's always people out here that got way worse situations than you, struggling with things, and that's why I gotta take a step back sometimes and tell myself to be grateful and stop counting burdens and start counting blessings. I gotta stop counting things that's going wrong and worry about things that's going right. But it's easy, like I said previously, it's easy to say that, but it's not always easy to do. Anybody could come out here and say, "Oh, don't worry about something," but it's not easy when it's something that's troubling you, something that's affecting your everyday life. It's not easy to always have the mindset of stop worrying and pray. It's easy to say to somebody, it's even easy to say to yourself, but sometimes it's not easy to do. So I know I struggle with that, praying and worrying. I struggle with it. As much as I try to push it and put it out there, I still struggle with it at times because sometimes things come up and I'm like, yo, this is wild. And I just have to take a step back and remember that God is always in the midst of the storm. Even when I can't see him or feel him, I know he's still there. Even when my mind is telling me otherwise, I know he's still present. And that's the thing that I have to keep pushing and telling myself. Hey Tips, hey sis. Yo, say, yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's just a lot. It's just not just for me. I'm just saying life in general. But as long as we're here, we're gonna have issues. You know what I'm saying? Everybody go through stuff. It's just about how you handle it, how you rectify situations. Because I used to be a person to always react. It took me a minute to realize that sometimes when you're angry or hurt or confused or upset, you can't always react. You know what I'm saying? You have to sit back, assess the situation, and try to find ways to deal with it. Because anger, 9 times out of 10, when you react to anger, it's going to get you nowhere. And I had to learn that because I'm a very emotional person. And when something happens, my reaction is to get angry and act out. But I had to learn that that's not cool. The older we get, we have to learn how to process shit differently, and we gotta learn how to come to resolutions without being angry, without doing all that stuff, especially when it's our own life situation. Because doing all of that stuff is not going to rectify. Sometimes that shit just makes it worse, and you end up in a worse position than you was to begin with. So I don't know. It's just nothing we could really do. Let's just pray about things, keep trusting God, keep being decent people. Cause I sit here like, yo, and I look at some people and I feel like they're blessed, and I'm like, what the hell am I doing wrong? These people are able to get this, that, and the third. Here I am doing the right thing, taking care of my kids, taking care of my mom, which I'm not complaining about. My kids, of course, those are my kids that I brought here, and my mom is never a burden. But I'm just saying, here I am doing what I'm supposed to do, and you got people out here scamming, doing all types of shit. And I'm like, yo, why do they always seem like they ahead of the game? But I guess the devil also gives out blessings as well. So that's another thing. Hey Movado, hey girl. It's like I'm out here trying to do the right thing, and it's like sometimes you take 5 steps forward to get pushed 3 steps back. And that's my thing. I gotta learn to let God do the work and relax and all that other good stuff. But it's not easy. It's just easy to say, but hard to do sometimes. So that's why I struggle at. So now I'm trying to get more into the word because I know I need it. Because I'm telling you, my mindset sometimes goes off the radar. And I have to rein my own self in. I have to pull my own self in, make my own self calm and figure out shit. But yeah, it's just like sometimes you just feel like what can you do? Like what can you do when shit happens? It's like again something else, and you're just man, I don't even know. But the bright side is, like I said before, it's a lot of people out here going through things that are way worse than you, than your situation. So you gotta just remain strong, keep pushing, keep believing in God, and doing all the good stuff, all of the things, and eventually something gonna come through. If you follow the word, follow God, eventually something is gonna come through for you. Even if it don't feel like it, it's like I know sometimes we wake up and I'm like, damn. Sometimes I get up in the morning and I'm like, what the fuck's gonna happen? Like, what is gonna happen today? What the hell is gonna be the task and the obstacle and the BS for today? Sip said sometimes we just have to be still and let him work. Yeah. Yo-Yo said that's where my help comes from, the word of God. Yes. But sometimes being still and let him work. I totally get that. Trust me. I understand it. It's not, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes it's not easy. When you want to put your hands on something, when something comes into play and something happens, our first thought as humans is to worry about it. What is going to be the outcome? How am I going to fix this? What does this mean for my family? What does this mean for me? How is this going to affect my everyday life? All of the things. So that's the first thing you think of as a human, like, oh shit. So sometimes it's not always easy to say, let me be still and let God work. I 100% agree with it. I know what you mean. I know that that's how it's supposed to be. But keeping it a buck as a human is not always easy. But there are some people that can do it with ease because I have a friend, and that's the first thing she does is, oh, I'm gonna pray and keep my hands off it, and that's it. And she don't talk about it, and she just know how to let God work. So it is possible. There are people out here that can do it because she's living proof, and I know it's a bunch of people other than her, you know what I'm saying, that can do that. But me personally, it's hard for me. I'm not saying that I've never done it, but it's something that I struggle with. So that's why now I'm trying to get into the word more because I definitely need more guidance. I need more guidance on just God, letting go and letting God. I do it sometimes, but then sometimes it's like, what? But yeah, like when you a caregiver for somebody, it's like your life gets put on the back burner because that person becomes your top priority. So that's another thing. People that are caregivers for people, I understand because it's not easy. Your life becomes on the back burner. Everything you used to be able to do comes secondary because you got to make sure that that person you caring for is their needs are met. Everything surrounds them. You know what I'm saying? Everything goes around them. They're the focal point, and everything else is outside. So it's not easy. You know, so all things are possible if you only believe. Yes, that's true. So yeah, I took me a long nap today because I was irritated about something. And it's like, let me go to sleep because the old me would have punched somebody in the face. So that's why I said, let me go to sleep. And when I wake up, I hope to wake up with a different mindset. So I did wake up in a better mood. I'm still kind of thinking about it, but it's not like it was before I took the nap. So the sleep mellowed me out. I was able to calm myself, I guess, through sleep. I woke up on the other side of it. Like I said, it's still there a little bit, but thank goodness that I was able to not react as if I really wanted to. My first thought was to do something bugged out, but I said, let me take a nap, let me regroup, let me sleep on it, let me pray on it, and let me see how I feel when I wake up. So thank the good Lord, I woke up in a different way. But people will test you. They will do things and they will say things that they know are gonna get you going. And there are people in this world that know just how to get you going. They know how to get under your skin. They know what buttons to push. They know what the fuck to say to set you off. And people like that I cut off. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's family or friends, because I don't need nobody taking me there. I don't need nobody that knows how to push the button to take me there. Because as a family member, as a friend, as a husband, as a wife, we shouldn't be trying to provoke our loved ones into a situation. So sometimes you gotta cut people off for your peace. That's my main focus. My peace and my life is non negotiable. I will cut anybody off to preserve and protect my peace. And that's just where I am right now. I have to protect my peace because people will do all types of shit to get under your skin for you to react in a way that makes them feel good about themselves. Some people get off on doing stuff to you and saying stuff and getting a reaction. They feel like they got one up on you, like they got some type of control over you because you reacted in a way that they knew you would. So motherfuckers like that, you gotta stay away from. Cause I know me. I don't want to revert to the old me, to my old ways, to my anger issues, to my hand problem, and all that other stuff. So that's why I gotta start to remove people from within my life that want to provoke stuff in me. Yes, I understand, sis, but you must have a balance for self. I'm always doing self reflections and praying as God for God to help me. Peace is definitely a must. Yes, it is. Anybody that comes into my area and interrupts my peace, they cannot stay. When I was younger, I used to deal with a lot of stuff that I shouldn't have, but I was young. Now, I'm good. A person got one time to show me who they are, and that's it. You show me who you are, I'm gonna believe you, and I'm gonna remove you. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm not arguing with nobody. I'm not having no talk with nobody about nothing. There's nothing to discuss. There's nothing to mediate. There's nothing to. There's nothing. Because once you put me in a position where I gotta interrupt my peace and I gotta go back and forth with you and I gotta protect myself and I gotta defend myself, there's no need for me to be around you. There's no need for me to be around anyone that I have to do all that with. So once you cross me in a way like that, where I feel like you interrupted some stuff on this side, it's a done deal. I can't mess with you like that no more. I don't feed people from long wooden handles, however that goes. The old people, oh, you gotta feed somebody with a long spoon, whatever the shit is. I never was into that. I feel like if I'm your friend, if we messing around, we cool, if we whatever, I should be comfortable with you that I don't have to say, oh, I can't mess with them like that. I only can mess with them in a certain way. I gotta feed them with a long handed spoon. I never, ever, ever got with that. Never been around somebody that I gotta tiptoe around and I only can say certain things to them or around them, or I feel like, oh, well, yeah, I can't tell them that. I can't do that. I can't say this around them. If I gotta be tiptoeing around somebody, it ain't gonna work because I'm not the tiptoe kind of motherfucker. I'm a very upfront, blunt person, so I can't tiptoe around somebody because eventually everything gonna come to surface. So it's not ever gonna work. I'm not a person to mince words. I'm not a person to bite my tongue and sit back and let somebody get over and do something. It's just not me. So that long-handed wooden spoon, long-handed spoon, that shit don't work for me. That would never work for me. It never did and it never would. Hey Black Sea, been listening to Skybox while working out. Hey girl, thanks for stopping by. So yeah, that's definitely not gonna work for me. So I had to reevaluate a lot of things as of late. I have to put people in their prospective places, and it's okay. Sometimes it's okay to cut and part ways with people. It doesn't always mean that it's beef because you cut and part ways with somebody. Sometimes you guys don't align anymore. Sometimes your actions and spirits and interactions don't align anymore. And I'm not forcing a situation with anybody, whether it's a friendship, a family ship, a romance. I'm not forcing a situation with anybody because, again, I can say that because I've been there. I've done that before. I've sacrificed my own feelings for someone, and I would never do that again. That's something I would never ever do again. So I had to part ways with a lot of people as of the last 6 months. There were a few people in my life that I had to cut off because I had to protect my peace because they were people that come to interrupt my peace. And that's a no go for me. That's not something that I can do anymore. I can't fuck with you at the expense of my peace. So that's how that goes. I'm very big on peace. Anybody that knows me in real time knows that I am big on peace. When people be like, "Oh, what's your first? I mean, what's your what's things that are deal breakers in relationships? Peace, motherfucker. If you can't bring me peace, none of that other stuff matter. I don't want to be with somebody I gotta argue with, do all the things, all that negative stuff, because the world is already messed up. The outside world is already messed up. I shouldn't feel like I have to fight somebody in my home, not physical, but we gotta go back and forth in the home. So anybody that presents anything like that to me, anybody that interrupts my situation like that, they gotta go, and that's about it. They gotta go. I know what's up. What's up? But yeah, it was like today somebody really pissed me off and I had to sleep it off. And I'm so glad and I'm so happy that I woke up in a different mindset because I ain't want to have to crash out when I woke up. Because it's not always beneficial to crash out. But other than that, the week is ahead of me. Monday is the hardest day for me to get going. I don't know what it is about Mondays for me to get up, get going, start work. But thank the Lord I work from home, so that's a big, big, big plus. That I don't have to do all that commuting no more and all that other jazz. But still, even with me working from home, it's still hard for me to get up and get my mom motivated to start work on Mondays. Partner said, "Oh, they definitely need to go. I call those people vampires. They want blood. I don't know. Yeah, they want something, but what they gonna do is get out of my face. Because again, I don't have time for it. With everything else that I got going on, I don't have time for nobody pulling and probing and doing all that other stuff and being chaotic. I don't have time for chaotic people. None of that stuff. Because life is already complicated enough. I don't need no more complications. Nothing is gonna be perfect. So if you with somebody and you dealing with somebody, of course you're gonna have ups, downs, struggles, all of that. But if every day is a struggle, every day is a chaotic situation, every day is a negative experience, yeah, I can't fuck with it. Me personally, I need peace more than love. So if somebody can bring me peace, I'm not going to sacrifice my peace just to say I have somebody, just to say I'm with somebody. I'm not going to sacrifice my peace for that. There's some people that be in relationships and situations that they know they ain't got no business being in. And because they so want to be loved, they want to say they got somebody, they want to be down. Ain't none of that happening over here, not no more. I won't say that I have not done it when I was younger, because I have, but now I ain't no way. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it because I get turned off real quick. As easy as a motherfucker could turn me on, they can flip the switch and turn it off. So yeah, that I can't do. I don't know. Lexi said, I stopped talking to a friend of mine, and we've been friends since childhood because she always has some type of situation, and it's just draining to hear. That is true. That is true. And it deflects on you. Sometimes when they put it, when you ask them and they tell you, it drains you. It seeps into your being, and you start to feel what they're feeling. It's like transferring the energy type of shit. They transferring that you could be in an upbeat moment, an upbeat mood, and here they come with the stuff. If you care for them, it's like you take that negative energy with you. It's true. That's why a lot of times when I'm in a mood, when I don't feel right, and people call me or text me, sometimes I don't say nothing. I don't respond because I know I'm not at my best to talk to you, and I don't want to put that off on you. I saw Tabitha Brown say one time, have a good day. And if you can't have a good day, don't go messing up nobody else's day. So I feel like if I'm in the mood and I really don't want to be bothered and somebody calls me or tries to stop by my house, I'm not going to receive that because I know I'm not in a space to be upbeat, to be positive, to be joyful, to be all of that. So I will pull back, and people may find that to be acting funny because the first thing people will do is say you acting funny. Sometimes they don't even know what you're dealing with. They don't even bother to see if something is wrong before they start saying, "Oh, she acting funny. Oh, he acting funny." How do you know? Just because you call me and I don't answer, that doesn't mean I'm acting funny. People have so many things going on. Sometimes you're not even privy to certain shit that's happening. It's not always about you. That's what a lot of people fail to realize. It's not always about you. Sometimes when a person is going through something, they don't want to be bothered. They don't have that rap. Like they don't got a rap for nobody. They don't want to talk. They just want to deal with whatever they're going through. But it doesn't mean that they're acting funny. It doesn't mean that you're not cool with them. They're not your friend or anything like that. And that's the weird shit that I can't deal with people. When you pull back a little bit because you're dealing with something, they start saying, "Oh, she acting funny." Don't even ask if you cool. The first thing they want to say is you acting funny without even knowing your world could be upside down. And just because you didn't answer the phone, they think you acting weird. It's not always that. Examples, we know people on here virtually, but when Roz passed, that shit hurt me like I knew her. Exactly. Yes, it's the transfer of energy because you spent so much time watching her, interacting with her. You didn't have to meet her in real time for you to feel love and for you to feel hurt. Of course, you're a human. Real human beings, that's what they do. Like T, yes, I cried like she was my real sister. Exactly. Exactly. People don't understand that. Once you interact with people, it's like a soul tie. People don't believe stuff like that is real. They start thinking like, because it's the internet, it's the internet. You can have a connection with people on here. It's possible to have a good connection, and it's possible to have negative connection with people on here. But it's definitely possible for real connections to happen. Now, whether it be positive or negative, there are real connections that can happen on this internet. That, as much I do know to be true. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. I'm just trying to get in the mindset of getting prepared for the week, getting prepared for anything else. I know you can't totally prepare yourself for shit that happens, but mentally, I try to take a little bit of time for myself. That's why when I clock out, I try to go in my room and decompress before I start handling my mom or my kids or anything. Because sometimes I'm just not in that mindset to deal with anybody when I get off and I'm coming straight off my laptop, right into mommy and daughter mode. Oh, I gotta do this. I gotta do this. I gotta make sure this is done. I gotta make sure the food. I gotta make sure medicine. People taking enough medication. I gotta make sure this. I gotta make sure that. And sometimes when you wrapped up into stuff, it's easy to forget you. It's easy to forget about you. It's like you got your hands on every and anything. You preparing for everything else, but it's not always easy. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy to worry about yourself. People are like, oh, you gotta take care of yourself. But how? If you're taking care of everybody else, when is there room to take care of yourself? So you just keep going like a fucking machine until one day you conk the hell out because you're human. But said all that to say, I'm just glad I woke up in a better mood, and I'm glad I could reassess the situation because I'm not about to let nobody get under my skin anymore. Because again, like I said, people thrive off of getting under your skin. If they know the right buttons to push, they will push them, motherfuckers. They will play Nintendo on your ass, pushing buttons because they know you're gonna react in a way that's gonna make them feel validated because they was able to piss you the fuck off. Sometimes people are fucked up in their own life and they want to project that on you. So they're not something going on with them. They feel like, oh, I'm about to push that energy on somebody else. And it's crazy because I would never do nothing like that. But on the flip side, I can't expect me out of everybody else. Just because I wouldn't do something, that don't mean they wouldn't do it. Lexi said, yes, exactly. That's why I be on TikTok watching stuff that have some laugh on my butt off just for 20 minutes. Yeah, my friend, she a real big TikTok person. Child, she be over there sending me all type of videos. She found all types of crazy stuff. So she really, really heavy on TikTok. And she always got something funny to share and she putting me onto stuff. Partner said, Black T, yes, I be on TikTok too. I like watching the rock, paper, scissors challenges. Oh, I never saw that. I never saw that. I be seeing a lot of battling on there. When I be going on there, the people that I be following or whatever, they be doing that battling shit. Like I'll watch for a second, but that's not something that I'm into them battles. So I click off in a minute if I come up on somebody chat and they doing them battles. I'll click off in a minute. But yeah, it's always good to feed your mind with positivity, even in the midst of something. Everything can't be dark and sad, and because that shit pulls on your energy, and you end up just stuck in that mindset. You end up just stuck in that same rotation, the same mentality, and it's like it's crazy. But yeah, I'm just glad that I woke up in a better mood. But I wanted to talk about I don't know. Sometimes I just want to come up here and talk and just have open dialogue. But then sometimes I feel like I said before, like people really don't want to hear nothing unless you're talking about somebody. Unless you're talking about something that's drama filled and scandalous and talking about another creator on here, like y'all going back and forth, cussing, carrying on, arguing. I feel like that's what people want to see. And they don't really be beat to have regular conversations because everything in this sector is drama filled. I've been looking around in different sectors and they got a little drama, of course, in every little area, but not like this. There's a lot of different areas, sectors on here that's nothing like this. Lexi said, talking can be therapy. Get it off your chest. Yeah, it's like, but I feel like up here, it's like like I said, they gravitate towards negativity. If you're not cursing somebody out, if you're not telling somebody business, if you're not, um, if you're not doing all of the things that these people thrive on, they really not beat. You know what I'm saying? They really not beat. Father says, I can't come up. The two teeth bandit is talking way more than you. All right, no problem. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. So it'd be sometimes I want to come out here and have open panel discussions about current events and not even just that, just about anything. For somebody to come up and just talk about anything because life is life. And sometimes people need an outlet and they need a space where they can feel like they're not judged or they can get stuff off without feeling like they just said something bad or I want them to walk away and be able to be like, yeah, they was able to help. I was able to speak. I was able to let my voice be heard. I was able to try to be put on a more positive vibe and a positive mindset. But it's not easy out here. In this little bitty sector, they don't be wanting to hear it. And that's what be making me not hit the live button because I be like, it ain't even no fun, child. Then I'll jump on TikTok or something like that, or I'll start. What I need to start doing is finishing my book. That's what I need to do. I've been procrastinating. I've been dealing with this book for about six to 8 months, and the funny thing about it, it's only an ebook. It's not even a freaking hardcover book. So we ain't talking about something that's like 200 or 300 pages. We talking about an ebook at best 25 pages. So it's just procrastination. At this point, it's just me versus me. So this is something that I gotta figure out and I gotta finalize and I gotta push myself to go through with it. And I think I'm gonna give myself a goal to when to finish it. That's the only way I'm gonna finish it. So I'm gonna put a timestamp on it. I'm hoping to have it done within the next 30 days. But we shall see. We shall see. What time is it? It's 6:43. Oh yeah. If you visit other sectors, you like just drop in the chat and network. Yep, that's true, Lexi. That is true because I see a lot of different sectors up on here, and of course, like I said, every place got drama. Shit, everything comes with drama, but not like over here. It's like that. This is what they thrive on. This is the only thing that feeds these people is negative situations over here. If you're not talking down on somebody, or if y'all not going head to head with somebody, they really not interested in nothing too much, too much of nothing else. And it's sad that a bunch of grown people, that's all they got in life to look forward to is the next person cutting somebody, or I'm gonna cut you up. I'm a do this to you. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna tear you up. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna cuss you out. And then what? I always say, and then after you do that, and then what? It's so stupid to come out here doing all that, especially every day. Sometimes, every once in a while, you do have to say something to get your point across. But the people that come out here doing this shit every day, after you do that, what do you do after that? It's like it's pointless. It's the same rotation, the same BS every day. Some of these people been cursing people out for 3 and 4 years, and it still ain't get them nowhere. And it's like they feel like they big dogs because they could curse somebody out. All I could do, I could curse, I could do. Anybody could curse. So it's like that's a badge of honor for these motherfuckers that they could curse somebody out. I'm the best curse out. I'm the one to put somebody in their place. And then what? After you do that, bitch, you still back into the same situation you started off in. So doing all that cursing and stuff is getting you there. Nowhere. So Black T, do you think the hairstylist unalive the Bree girl? Oh, you talking about the that who lady? Is that who you talking about? Oh, you talking about the girl that got unalive with the cousin AJ? I was getting into some of that. I didn't know the whole thing that was going on because I never followed them until something happened to them. That's when I started seeing people talking about them. But I really don't know too much about them. But yeah, I saw somebody say that the girl got out the car, the stylist, and they think that she set them up. But that's wild. That's crazy. But yeah, you could always find something. When I go on TikTok, I see like those little stories. Story time. I got engulfed in one story time with a lady. Her husband and her son had got killed on a motorcycle. And baby, that thing had me wrapped up. I think it was like 10 episodes, like 10 little things or whatever, 12 little episodes, and it was so sad. But yeah, TikTok got a lot to offer. They have a lot of people up there, with a lot of talent. You can find all type of stuff up there. So that shit definitely more entertaining than this. Yeah, she said, come live and talk about it. So yeah, because I really don't know much about it. I just heard about them after they passed away. So I really don't know too much to talk about as far as them, as far as that situation goes. But I definitely was digging into the Nolan Wells case. Me and my mom was talking about it the other day, and she was giving me a lot of information because she stayed watching CNN, all those shows. She into stuff like that. She always has been. Hey, Royalty Queen. Hey. I must have Black Sea. It seems a little ghetto to me. The mama don't seem to be grieving. Oh yeah, I did see the mama. I think it was her and her. I don't know if that was her sister. They just said the aunt and the mom, and they was dancing and rapping around. But then again, you gotta look at things from another perspective. Everybody grieves differently. So just because we might not act a certain way, a lot of people grieve differently. A lot of people handle grief differently. Sometimes I would look at somebody and say, they don't seem to be too upset because such and such passed away. But we don't know what they dealing with inward. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what when they go behind closed doors, we don't know what they're dealing with. A lot of people could put on a face on the outside. They could put up a good front and a good face on the outside, and you wouldn't know what they dealing with when they go home. So sometimes I used to think like that too, but then on the flip side, I'm like, some people carry grief in a different way. some people don't react to grief the same way that we would. They carry it differently. So that's the only thing that I would say about that, because you just never know. She could be just putting on a good front, a good face, like, well, let me come out here and be strong. And she might go home and be on types of medication. She might be to pieces at home, but she a person that's strong that could carry, a weight like that. But there are some people that are like that. You're right, because behind closed doors is when it comes out sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you think somebody don't care about a situation, or they don't care. They don't even care. They don't even care. Because I have been the person years ago to put the best on the outside and go home and be a ball of confusion. So it's possible, you know. But I don't know. I don't know enough about the situation to really comment too much because, like I said, they young kids, and I never followed her until after she passed, and I started looking at old videos and things. My son said he's heard of her, but he wasn't a follower per se of her. He didn't really get into her videos, but he did hear about her. But he wasn't too much help as far as telling me the backstory of her and anything else that's going on. So yeah, I wasn't able to get much insight from my son because he didn't really know too much. But I'm gonna go looking into. I'm gonna go to Norman Wells again. It's a lot of information that came out the last couple of days, and I think I want to come talk about him one day this week. So tomorrow's Monday. I'm going to say maybe Wednesday. I might come out and talk about him. But we all know that Sunday is my birthday. That's when a true star was born on August 2nd. Leo energy, big Leo energy, big August Leo energy. So yeah, it's very sad about that man, a young man, royalty queen. That Nolan situation is tough to listen to. Sometimes grief will hit you at all times. You'll say, yeah, it would. It would. It definitely will. Sometimes I could be sitting here and out of the blue, here it comes. All these Leos. Yes, Black Sea. Leo is the best sign that ever came to play. Child, by the time you come out, they will have been cracked the case. Really? Was that nice? Was that nice to say? Is that was that nice to say? By the time I come out, they gonna been done crack the case. Now you think that was something you should have been saying to me? Really? Anyway, I'm gonna come this week. I'm not gonna put a day on it. I'm thinking more like Wednesday though, because Monday, forget about it. I know tomorrow I'm not gonna have the time. After I get off and stuff, tomorrow definitely. So I was thinking more Wednesday. But again, like I said, big Leo energy, big August Leo energy. Again, there's a difference between a July and August Leo. I don't consider July Leos, but I mean, they think they are, but I consider August 1st starting off Leo season. That's just my humble opinion. I don't feel like July Leos are real Leos. But yo, listen, my son is August 22nd. Okay, I have a lot of Leos in my family. A lot of them. Leo and Libra. A lot of people in my family are Libras or Leos. But yeah, my birthday is next Sunday. So I probably will come on here, I don't know, maybe Saturday for a little bit. Because I don't think I got too much of nothing planned. If I do something on Sunday, it probably will be like a brunch or something with my friend. And that's about it. Like he said, Yo Yo is that Virgo. No, August 22nd is still Leo. That's just because your birthday is the second. No. I feel like July Leos are not real Leos. Like they don't represent Leo zodiac sign July Leos. They are so different from August Leos. Anybody I know born July as a Leo is totally different from me. Totally different from any August Leo. July Leos are something different. I used to date a July Leo years ago, and he was nothing like me. Nothing like a real Leo. He was July 29th. Nothing like a real Leo. That's why I don't consider July Leos to be Leos. But anyway, words of peace. I hope that you enjoy your birthday for sure. Yes. I hope so too, Royalty Queen. Tips at my son 19th birthday. Yeah, the 19th. Yep. See, he's a real my son's 19th birthday. So that oh happy birthday. Okay, well I gotta take that back. Because that's my nephew, so I gotta take that back. Only he could be a July Leo. Only he could be a real July Leo. Everybody else that's born in July as Leos, they're not really real Leos. Not really real Leos. Yes, not really real Leos. Real Leo season starts August 1st. A star was born August 2nd. I'm the best thing that ever happened to y'all out here. Trust me, y'all don't have to tell me. I already know that I'm your favorite person that's out here. Y'all don't ever have to tell me. I just know that y'all love to see me come up here and talk and crack jokes and laugh. I know how y'all feel. Y'all don't have to give me the accolades. I already know how y'all feel. That's it, period. That's it. I already know. But hey, classy lady. Hey. Partner says, see what I'm saying? Fooling around with the food. It's for real. It's for real. Who, if you have a Leo in your life, tell me that they're not good people. Tell me that they don't love hard, that they don't care about people. Only thing about Leos that they not for play. Like, don't fucking play with me. But other than that, if they love you, they love you. They'll do anything for you. They'll give the shirt off their back. They love hard. They cool as hell. They're cool friends. They're cool lovers. Just don't fucking play with me. That's all I say. I'm cool with somebody until I'm not cool. We good until we not good. As long as you don't cross me or piss me off, I'm good. I'm not a hard person to get along with. It don't take too much to make me happy. I'm not a girl that's into all this jewelry and the designer and all that shit don't move me. None of that stuff moves me. I'm a simple person to make happy. As long as you don't cross me, we good. We Gucci. As long as you don't cross me, we good. Leo man. Leo man, I told you. I used to date this guy July 29th, and I used to date this other guy. He was August 1st. My birthday August 2nd, and his birthday August 1st. The one from August, we would get along better than the guy I used to date that was a July Leo. But baby, I don't know. Cause my son a Leo. Me and my son got the same birthday. So he a male Leo. So me and him bump heads a lot too. I don't think that a Leo is good for me. I don't think I need to be around a male Leo. But the women, like my cousins and stuff that's Leos, I'm cool with them. But sometimes the male Leo, me and them bump heads. Especially the August male Leo. But yep. Black T said a mess. My son definitely is. But yo, I bet you your son is a good person. I bet you he's a good person. I bet you he's a person that you can call on and he's always there. I bet you. I could guarantee you that he's a good person. He might be a mess, like, you know, but I bet you deep down he a good person. Because that's how we do. That's how us Leos are. We're good people. We are good people. We are cool until we're not cool. We are your friends until we ain't your friends. We're your friend, and then we could become your biggest enemy. That's the thing with a Leo. It's best to keep us on the friend level. It's best to keep us in your pocket because you don't want an enemy of a Leo because we don't know how to stop. One thing about me, when I get going and I get feeling a certain way, I don't have an off switch, and that's with a lot of Leos because my son like that too. He a very sweet person, but once he somebody flipped the switch on him, it's hard to flip off. It's hard to put him back on the off switch, and I'm just like that. So we are good people. We are your friend until we ain't your friend. You don't want an enemy of a Leo. You don't want to be an enemy of a Leo. But just as hard as we love, we can hate even better than love. Once we done with you and we on fool with you, that's it. And it's up and it's up and it's always up for me. For anybody I don't mess with, it's always up. And that's just the way it is. Hey Zaza, hey girl. Tip said, shit, that's anyone. No, that ain't anyone. Cause it's a lot. It's a lot of signs that that ain't anyone. Leo is the king of the jungle. We are the kings of the jungle. Everything moves through. Do you ever notice when they give, like, I don't know, like here when they have birthday celebrations, it's this little lounge. It's not too far from my house. They do all the zodiac signs. So they do like a birthday for all of. They'll say, "Oh, it's Leo season." It's Leo season is the most anticipated season. When this guy do those birthday zodiac parties, okay, this is Pisces season. We starting off Pisces season. We starting off season. We starting off. None of that shit moves like Leo season. Even he said it, and he's not a Leo. He's like, oh, the Leos be having everything on tilt. Exactly. And he's not even a Leo, the guy that give the parties. He like, oh, that's my favorite time. Y'all Leos know how to party. Y'all don't know how to get. Y'all bring the energy. Y'all know how to party because we do. We're the life of the party. We are the life of the party, and y'all know it. And everybody knows it. Marianne, hey Marianne. Didn't know you was on. Hey everyone. Hey Marianne, how are you? But yeah, yes, Leo season is coming. Next Saturday, a star was born. All that good stuff. But I'm gonna greet you guys and all that good stuff. But I don't have too much of nothing planned. Because the older we get, I feel like we be more reserved. Back in my heyday, I'd have had all types of shit planned. All type of shit planned. My friends knew I was the party animal. I would celebrate my birthday for the whole month. My mother was like, I never saw somebody celebrate a birthday for a month. Going out, doing this. Yeah, good. My birthday was all month when I was younger. But now I don't got the energy. I don't got it in me to celebrate like that, to party and do all the things I used to do years ago. So now I'm pretty much low key. So maybe a brunch with my friend, and probably that's about it. So being as my son got the same birthday, I gotta go around him to see because he my babysitter. So I got we still working on how we gonna work this out because I don't know what he got planned, but I'll probably just do an early brunch and call it a day. But that is about it. That is about it. But it's 7 o'clock. I gotta get these kids going with some food and everything. Do my mommy duties. But I basically just wanted to come out, touch base with you guys. Hope that you guys had a great weekend. Marianne said, I love the inspirational message on your community wall this morning. Oh, thanks, Marianne. I try to spread love when I can, girl. Even though I joke around a lot, I'm a little bit knowledgeable. I got a little bit of knowledge. So I do try to spread a little bit of love and joy and understanding amidst all of the chaos that goes on out here. I try to sprinkle a little love dust. But yeah, I'm gonna get on out of here so I can get my kids motivated to get something to eat and get their showers and stuff. But I do thank you, everybody that came through to chat with me for a little bit. Much appreciated. Always enjoy chopping it up with you guys, connecting with you guys, catching up with y'all. But I will be back at some point this week to talk about the Nola Wells case. I'm still looking at Don Lemon because I didn't watch a couple of his episodes, so I do follow Don Lemon. I be getting a lot of little pieces from him because he got a lot of people that's invested in this story too. So I'm gonna go catch up on some of his lives. So when I do come out here, I can really know what I'm talking about versus just talking. I'm late. I'll go back to the beginning. Boo. Thank you, Zaza. So thank you again. Love you guys. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in somebody else's chat. Have a great Monday if I don't speak to you guys tomorrow. Love you all. Good night.